What do you think you're most known for? Your acting, your music, or the controversy that surrounds you?
My big mouth. My big mouth. I got a big mouth. Can't help it. I talk from my heart. I'm real. You know what I'm saying? Whatever comes, comes. But my controversy probably. And it's not my fault. I'm trying to find my way in the world. You know, I'm trying to be somebody instead of just make money off everybody.
I'm standing up and I'm telling you, I am Warhol. I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation. I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google. Now, who's going to be the Medici family and stand up and let me create more? Or do you want to marginalize me till I'm out of my moment?
Or what?
A rapper's interviews afford followers a raw and rough look at the rapper's characters, innovations, and struggles. However, when emotions are provoked, territories violated, or questions threatened, these interviews can reach their climax. These are some of the rappers that have walked out of interviews in the past, and for the record, Birdman, Kodak Black, Kanye West, and Gucci Mane. These events bring to the open not individual grudges, but the very high cost of image making in the hip-hop community.
So you have the single albums coming out in November. What are you most excited about with this new album?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No. Well, it'll be out November 5th. I'll probably be most excited to just be done with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's called the Marshall Mathers LP2, and it's kind of a revisit to the first Marshall Mathers LP, and that's pretty much all I could probably say about it. But
since Eminem is a very shy man, he has had several uncomfortable interviews, but one of the most memorable ones. An ability to answer personal inquiries, he responds with yes and no courteous brief answers, which were followed by long, tremulous pauses. This demonstrates the difficulty of having to negotiate public vulnerability as a highly personal experience for an artist. Besides, some people felt that it could be so familiar that a man feels so awkward being close to a celebrity. Others believe that it pointed to the pressure so many celebrities feel regarding their intimacy.
She was discovered thanks to her freestyling hip-hop.
Name one bitch in the game that I can't murder.
On a DVD called The Come Up. In less than 5 years, she's transformed herself into a fashion heavyweight, sitting next to Vogue's Anna Wintour on the runway, thanks to her outlandish outfits.
Once, a journalist tried to associate Minaj's flamboyant fashion approach to Lady Gaga. The latter was quick to dismiss it. Leveraging dark-skinned Caribbean girl aesthetic and individualistic aesthetic vision, she was sure that she did not copy anyone.
But if you know what's good for you, do not compare Nicki Minaj to Lady Gaga.
Does that kind of comparison offend you?
Offend me? No. Irks me? Yeah. First of all, I'm a rapper, okay? First of all, I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens. What are the similarities? Why don't I turn the cameras around and ask you?
Just the wigs and the...
Wigs? Every female in this game wears wigs.
The over-the-top costuming.
Over-the-top costumes? Try again.
So it does make you mad.
I mean, no, because it's getting tired now, though, to me. In the beginning, I was like, okay, it's cool, ha ha ha. When they get to know me, they'll understand me. Gaga's a fantastic artist. Like, you know, she's paved her way. She's opened her own lane. But I feel like I have my own lane. And we never cross. Ever.
And this moment was inspiring to fans that appreciate Nicki too much as she stood firm to write the narrative of her life. Her assertive response to the interviewer was a message of standing tall for individualism, since certain sections of the population may think in only terms of comparison.
You were shot in both arms?
yes,
And you have nerve damage in one of them?
yes.
Does it still hurt?
Oh yeah, definitely. Feels like my hand is numb. It's in the ice box all day.
If you had seen who shot you, would you have told police?
No,
Why?
because the type of business I'm in, it would definitely hurt my business. And the way that I was raised, I just don't do that.
I was raised differently, not to tell.
A lot of people, though, hearing that are going to say that that's not a good thing.
The people that say it's not a good thing are most likely the people that don't buy my records. You know what I'm saying? The people that buy my records kind of understand where I'm coming from. I have a fan base of 500,000 people, which means every time my album comes out, I sell 500,000 on a good day, on a bad day. On a great day, I sell 2 million records. So basically, the people who would say that that isn't a good thing, I don't think those are the same people that buy my album. The people that buy my music will understand why I'm saying what I'm saying.
In this very critical interview, Cameron went further to support the anti-snitching culture, saying he'd rather relocate than report a neighbor who engaged in criminal activities. However, the segment of the show that was supposed to discuss the influence of hip-hop culture on the values of the community was quickly dismissed due to Cameron's words.
So for you, it's really about business.
It's about business, but it's still also a code of ethics. Like I said, I'm raised from where we wasn't raised to tell. You wasn't brought up to say, hey, this guy did that, this guy did that. It's kind of like, not saying go do something bad to the person who did something to you, but it's kind of policing your own community.
If there's a serial killer living next door to you, though, and you know that person is, killing people, would you be a snitch if you called police and told them?
If I knew the serial killer was living next door to me?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't call and tell anybody on them, but I'll probably move. Like, I'm not going to be around because I don't need to be living around serial killers, but I'm not going to call and be like, put the signs up like, yo, the serial killer's in 4E.
It's not your responsibility.
Exactly.
Is there any situation where you think it's okay to talk to the police?
Yeah, definitely. Say hello, how you feel, everything all right, period.
Do you worry about the message that a kid listening to your music is getting?
Oh, no, I wouldn't, because basically it's parental advisory on all music. If you're not 18, you have a parental advisory on there, and parents, they don't sell it to you if you're not over 18 without it. So if you let your child pick the music up, that's more a responsibility of a parent.
But the truth is, it's not really your concern, the ramifications of this. I mean, that if no one comes forward, the murder rates, no one will get convicted of crimes, or fewer murderers will get caught. That it doesn't really matter to you because this code is more important.
Much so, definitely.
Living by this code, maintaining street credibility, that's more important.
Definitely.
The interview blew up into a cultural phenomenon that people use to discuss loyalty, morality, and what street codes meant for the rest of society. However, Cameron kept his view intact, which is the same view that epitomizes the conflict between hip-hop reality and sensationalism.
What do you think you're most known for? Your acting, your music, or the controversy that surrounds you?
My big mouth. My big mouth. I got a big mouth, can't help it. I talk from my heart, I'm real, you know what I'm saying? Whatever comes, comes. But my controversy probably, and it's not my fault. I'm trying to find my way in the world, I'm trying to be somebody instead of just make money off everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so I go down paths that haven't been traveled before, and I usually mess up. But I learn, you know what I'm saying? I come back stronger. I'm not talking ignorant, you know what I'm saying? So I obviously put thought into what I do. So I think my mouth, my controversy. I have not been out of the papers since I joined Digital Underground. I've been in all, you know what I'm saying? It's never, my name has not been not uttered, you know what I'm saying? And that's good for me because I don't want to be forgotten. And if I'm forgotten, then that means I'm comfortable. And that means I think everything is okay.
Tupac Shakur was a very passionate man and principled. His interviews turned into the territory of ideas most of the time. In an interview on MTV in 1994, one of the most memorable moments took place. Pac, who has been managing legal trouble and other scandals of the company and himself, looked uncomfortable whenever the interviewer probed on controversies.
It's like being the last person alive, you know what I'm saying? After 3 days, you can't do anything. What can I do? Where can I go? There's no black neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, with black people who have the same amount of money as me. You know what I'm saying? There's richer and there's poorer. There's no just, did a movie, got a little bit of money. live in okay black neighborhood. I have to be in a white neighborhood. So I don't fit in. That's hell. It's hell when you can't be around your peers. All my life I grew up around black people, poor people, but I can't live around poor people now because they'll rob me. And why would they rob me? Because they're starving, because there's no money here. But they're telling me, now that I made a little money, I have to move here. So it's not like no one's ever trying to deal with this section. They're just moving away from it. And we're going to have more stars coming from the ghetto, but they're gonna all move this way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all the society is doing is leeching off the ghetto. They use the ghetto for their pain, for their sorrow, for their culture, for their music, for their happiness, for their movies, to talk about boys in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be another I don't want to be 50 years old at a BET We Shall Overcome Achievement Awards. You know what I'm saying? Not me. You know, I want when they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. They know what I'm going to say. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we're supposed to do? I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change it. I don't know how to change it, but I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody's going to clean it up.
I'm just trying to survive in a world that wants to see me fail, Tupac yelled, frustrated. This proceeded with condemning the media outlets that described his goal as a messed up youth instead of the inspirational figure that he wanted to be. The atmosphere was getting tense, but this was an indication of Tupac's insistence not to let his storyline be stolen.
We got to both sign that contract, Mark Parker. I'm going to put Mark Parker all on that Summer Jam screen. And by the way, Mark Parker, yes, I will still accept an investment in Donda. I got some more ideas that don't involve shoes. But if you guys are investing in the arts, y'all want to invest in this school in Brazil, y'all want to go to Africa, I'm standing up and I'm telling you, I am Warhol. I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation. I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google. Now, who's going to be the Medici family and stand up and let me create more? Or do you want to marginalize me till I'm out of my moment?
Now, when it comes to the eccentric interviews, Kanye West has had many, but none outshine this Sway Calloway interview in 2013. The interview began quite politely, but things quickly went left when Sway asked Kanye about how he came to the fashion industry.
Or why don't you empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself?
How, Sway?
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
Kanye.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Kanye.
I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what
you
more
ain't
than
got,
me? Come on, chill out.
You
bro.
ain't got the answers.
Kanye,
you ain't got the answers.
I'm asking you.
You
a
ain't
question.
been doing the education,
bro.
You ain't been doing the education.
Kanye, calm down.
You don't have the answers though.
Calm down.
Because you trying to give me advice about something. You ain't got the answer. You ain't spent $13 million of your own money trying to empower yourself.
Yes, but I spent hundreds of thousands and putting out clothing lines at a smaller degree. All I'm asking you,
it ain't no Ralph though. It ain't Ralph level.
Let me ask you this: I'm asking
what's the name of your clothing line? We don't know.
Kanye,
you know what I'm saying?
Because I lost money, but that's not
exactly. And I could lose money on a higher level too.
And that's
don't
what I'm
think
asking
just
you.
because don't think because I got the most or the least money.
Let me finish my question, dog.
Man, man.
Let me hear the question.
You don't have
man.
the answers.
I'm asking you for the answer. It's a question. Why is it that you can't? You have money.
I just told you I lost the money because I did not have the knowledge of how to do it the right way.
So you don't have the money to do it. That's your answer.
How, Sway? Kanye swore, shouting through the studios, "You ain't got the answers, mate." His frustration was rooted in the fact that despite being a competent entrepreneur and often one that had a great idea, he could not succeed in an industry where there were gatekeepers, which was predominantly white. The moment went viral on the web, but it reflects Kanye's desire and the things that he wants to achieve, and the things that stand in his way are as well in the foreground.
I love your show. You got a great show.
Thank you.
You know, but you be bucking up against that line a little bit. You know, you got a lot of black jokes. You know what I'm saying? You do.
Well, against racists. Not, yes.
Sometimes you sound like a redneck trucker up
No,
here
I
a little
don't.
bit. Yes, you do.
Now that I
Yes,
gotta,
you do.
no, I don't. That
Yes,
I gotta
you do.
push back on.
All right, it's my opinion.
Okay, it is.
My thing
I've
is
never
this.
heard that opinion before, but
My thing is this, you know, and I'm cool with you. I like your show, to be honest. I just want to know 2 questions. What made you think that it was cool to say that?
You know, I just...
That's one question.
I just explained, there was no thought put into it. Obviously, I was telling Dr. Dyson, comedians, they react. And it was wrong, and I apologized. And, you know, more than that, I can't do.
I accept your apology, but I still think we need to get to the root of the psyche, because I think it's a lot of guys out there who cross the line because they a little too familiar, or they think they too familiar, or it's guys that, you know, you might have a black girlfriend or two that made them some Kool-Aid every now and then, and they think they can cross the line, and they can't. You know, it's a word that has been used against us. It's like a knife, man. And you can use it as a weapon or you can use it as a tool. It's been used as a weapon against us by white people. And we're not gonna let that happen again by nobody, because it's not cool.
Ice Cube is a man who does not joke with anything and is, in most cases, ready to embark on the battle if the issues are wrong. Cube was on Real Time with Bill Maher in 2015 as a guest after Maher used a racial slur. As much as Maher apologized publicly for his comments, Ice Cube did not take the apology lightly.
Now, I know you heard it's in the lexicon, everybody talking, but that's our word now. That's our word now, and you can't have it back. I know they trying to get it back. It's guy, and I'm not talking about you, Bill. I'm not talking about you, Bill.
Okay.
But I'm talking about guys who cross the line every day because they got some black homies, they got some friends, they think it's cool, and it's not cool, because when I hear my homie say it, it don't feel like venom. When I hear a white person say it, it feel like that knife stabbing me, even if they don't mean it. So, you know, I like your show, and it's a great show. And I just don't know sometimes, is this a political show or is it a show about jokes? And sometimes the jokes, I understand the format, and, you know, you gotta say it's a comedian show, but this, to me, is a political show. And I think you just have to not step on some of the political messages that you're saying with a joke, because some things just ain't funny, you know what I mean? This is real right here that we're going through. And I'm not trying to get on your case, Bill. I'm telling you, I like your show, I like you. But I think this is a teachable moment, not just to you, but to the people that's watching right now.
Cube also criticized Maher for what he termed as lack of respect, he said. That's our word now. Seriously, it's like it's cool to use. I mean, it's like a knife. Don't just pull it out every day. His assertive demeanor took over the interaction process, showing that he acknowledges respect and cultural issues cannot be overemphasized. The moment not only established Ice Cube as the leading figure in talking about the issue of race, but also as the rational figure in hip-hop.
Like, if I had to compare them, I'd say like Rick Ross is dope lyrically, you know? If I had to compare the two, I'd say Rick Ross was more like Biggie, Jeezy was more like Pac, because Pac wasn't the best lyricist, but you felt him.
Rick Ross looks more like Biggie.
Rick Ross got lyrics, though.
All right, well, I guess.
So
You gotta
DMX,
love DMX.
now for you,
I'm just not impressed, man. Real talk. I'm just not
So
impressed.
who impresses DMX right now? Anybody?
Me.
Okay.
J. Cole is nice.
J. Cole
is nice. You know, lyrically, you know, I heard his first song on the radio before I even knew who he was. Like, damn, who's that? You mean? Something like just grabbed my attention like that.
I'm surprised you don't like Ross lyrically, man. Ross beats.
He's all right, man. He just talk about eating and you know, girlfriend too much. You know, like, how much can it eat? How much weed can you smoke? Huh? Like, all right, let's talk about something else. I know you got a Maybach, you got the Aston Martin. Okay, good for you. Damn, I mean, like, come on, I see a whole nother side of the coin, son.
Thanks to DMX, everybody knew what a man of raw aggression sounded like, and the real life Dirty Ministry was alive on the mic. In an interview on The Breakfast Club in 2012, things got pretty rough when Charlamagne the God and X were talking about Drake.
What about Drake? You like Drake?
No.
My man.
He didn't even say a little bit. He didn't even say halfway.
That's my guy right there.
No.
That's why X is necessary in the game right there.
Man. Now, why don't you like Drake?
I don't like anything about Drake.
I
don't like his voice. I don't like what he talks about. I don't.
I be trying to
I don't
tell
like
these
his face.
people.
I don't like the way he walks. Like nothing. I don't like his haircut. I might just let me shut up. I'll just stop right there.
Oh my God.
Damn it, man.
No, but listen, that's why DMX is necessary. You know why? Because when you got these legendary hip, this is why the game has gotten so whack. You got legendary hip hop figures who just get these guys passes.
Yeah.
Who don't say anything. Who don't say it's okay.
No dudes, nothing.
It's okay to say, yo, this dude is whack. I think he's whack. It's okay to say that. That's
too much politics.
It's too much politics. You don't gotta act like you like something for what?
Gulping and burping.
Oh my God.
And for those that don't know what that means, sucking, you know.
They got it. They got it.
DMX is not exactly known for beating around the bush either, and he didn't hold back in this interview. I don't like anything about him, DMX said, which definitely made the host of the program blush. His honesty seemed entertaining at the same time threatening, since the rapper offered his plain truth when answering questions asked of him.
For sure. Yeah, seriously, like not to give away, like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want everybody to be surprised because they're gonna catch them. Like the ones men's they got, they like the best records on the album. The ones men drum boy made, they like the hottest things out right now.
Absolutely. So, who are some like people you collab with, as far as on the artist side?
I got some like Wyclef, Sierra. You know what I'm saying? I really care not a lot of features. The only rough features I got is Nicki and Bun B.
Okay.
Everything else is just Gooch.
So you kept it like you said solo for the most part.
Yeah, I got R&B features. Like Swiss, I might do the beat and do the chorus. Wyclef did the beat and did the chorus. Pharrell did the beat and did the chorus. But other than that, just people who I actually create with, just send a track to somebody and they just do a 12. I didn't think I needed that on this album.
In 2010, Gucci Mane was doing an interview with iPower 92.1 Radio, and he was in good spirits while they discussed several things during the show. When the show went on a commercial break, the host and Gucci at one point were discussing the ATL rapper's album, and they were also briefing him on the issues that they will be discussing on air.
Studio. Brown shirt? Yeah. I got somebody to sit up, so we need to go sit up. All right, well, they're coming back here to do it. No, the dude over here, the dude that was sitting right here, he said, I got something I need to send by a certain time. All right, let's go do that then. Yeah. We're about to go back on the air right now. Oh, what the hell? What the hell was that?
However, when host A+ uttered that he would ask questions about Gucci's relationship with Waka Flocka, the former left the studio almost immediately before anyone could go on air. A+ finally aired to give its side of the story and what transpired. I wasn't sure if it was okay to discuss it, so I asked, Gucci, is it cool to talk about that? He was like, what situation with Waka? And his manager immediately dragged him out of the studio. And this is like 10 seconds before we go back on air.
Ready? Yes, sir. I want to start this shit off straight, telling all three of y'all stop playing with my name.
Let's go on there. Let's go.
Stop playing with my fucking name.
Let's go.
Let's do it on camera.
Stop playing with my name.
Let's
I ain't
go
gonna
right
say
on
it no
there.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it.
Let's go.
Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
Cash Money Records' Birdman had a very brief and aggressive interview with The Breakfast Club that many people saw. The rapper appeared unannounced, insisting that the host give him respect, and then finished the interview cursing.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
He done cursed us out. Tell him, get it off your chest, Birdman.
Said it already. I ain't gotta talk no more.
Because I don't understand the angle. Like what?
I said it already.
So why come here?
I did it already. I'm here. So what's happening?
I mean, it's all good, but I'm saying
here.
why?
And I'm here. What's happening?
I'm all good, but I'm saying why come here just to
I'm
curse
here.
us
What's
up?
happening, man? I wanted to see you. I wanted to talk to you on your man in your face.
Absolutely.
You understand me? I knew a few places you was at. I could have pulled up, but I don't think that was gangster. I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel.
Okay.
You understand me? Straight up like a man.
So what's the issue?
No sugar. Ain't no issue. If it was an issue, you'll feel me. I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Did you pull up on Ross that way or Trick Daddy?
Man, I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
Yeah, but I'm the radio guy. Why pull up on the radio guy? Don't act tough with the radio guy.
I hear you, my nigga. Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking. Let's rock.
All right.
Although the interview lasted less than 3 minutes, Birdman had another thing coming. In some, he threatened to thrash up the host for roughly 90 seconds before departing the area. The situation caused many discussions and brought into focus a key meme moment of pop culture.
2014 was Bodak Yellow was based on that. What's the name of the song?
No Flocking.
No Flocking. That was the joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the blow up.
Yeah.
So that was just something you just put on SoundCloud? Or how did it
I
work?
was just messing around because like No Flocking, when I made that, this tutu right now. Go get him. So when I made that, it's something like in Florida called flocker, right? Like a lot of people were smoking flocker, like
a type of weed?
Nah.
Flocker, like
Sherm or something? Is it
man,
like
listen, like crackheads putting down a pipe for flocker, like
Got it.
Okay.
Like bath salts or something. we
Yeah,
was
so
hearing
like
about.
a lot of my homeboys was smoking it, and like my uncle started smoking it and stuff like that, and it was like I was just clowning them, like
Right,
really, like I really don't like that song though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was just really saying anything. I was just clowning them like No Flocking. You feel me?
And next thing you know, it's something you're not
blowed
taking
up.
serious. It blew up.
Yeah, and I always got to perform that song.
And now when Bodak Yellow blew up, because that's what, 2-3 years later.
Yeah.
Bodak Yellow blew up 3 years later, and you own parts of that record too, right?
Of course. Yeah.
In May 2024, Kodak Black visited the Hot 97 radio station and appeared on Ebro in the Morning Show to discuss his songs. It started on a bright note, but within 15 minutes, he was talking about his current criminal case, a sexual assault matter.
You seem upset that I brought it up.
I feel like sometimes when niggas like be going through shit, like y'all be entertained by bullshit. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like change the subject. I'm finna walk out.
We'll change which subject?
Just whatever. Like,
No, they tried to change the subject. They was talking about the moon landing.
That's bullshit too. So talk about something else.
Well, I was saying, I think
we don't have to talk about nothing else. We could be done right here.
All right, I'm gone. Say less.
That's a bummer.
Ebro was keen on the topic despite Kodak's apparent unease, as it was still something being litigated. However, the expressions on the face of the rapper changed for the worse, and the rapper walked out of the interview.
We get all 4 seasons.
All 4 seasons.
Yeah.
I love it. Did you grow up a Cardinals fan? Because there's no, obviously, professional team. There's the Wildcats, and then in Louisville, you got the Cardinals. Donovan Mitchell, you know.
I won't shout out none of them.
No?
Nope, fuck them. They ain't give none of my niggas no scholarships or nothing. Hell, none of my niggas get nowhere.
Well, you had a scholarship at Indiana State, right?
And not at Louisville.
Yeah. Did you try to go to Louisville, and they just did? You had to go.
I don't even want to keep talking about the Louisville athletic program.
I got you. I respect that.
In a recent interview on Bootleg Kev's show, Kentucky rapper ESTG was talking about signing up to an independent label to support his new album, El Toro 2. Kev tried to pry on EST about his experience playing football in the past, but the rapper wasn't interested in that line of conversation.
Yo, I've seen this picture of you at the NFL Combine.
Yeah.
Which...
What? Yeah, I ain't seen no picture of no NFL
Well,
Combine.
I saw you in like the NFL Combine looking like workout
Yeah, like
Shit.
a workout.
Was that just a workout you were doing for a team?
I don't know how you see the picture. You ain't read the article that came with it.
I just saw a YouTube video where they were talking about you and like I was just watching some of your high school highlights and your college shit. Like I saw like
what YouTube video you seen?
Dude, I don't know, man. It was like a YouTube video. It showed like you announcing that you're going to Indiana State and
what's a YouTube video called?
I don't know. I just literally typed in ESTG football highlights. And I was like, damn, this dude was a beast. You played linebacker, right?
What do that got to do with music and shit right now?
No, I'm just curious because I'm a big football fan. So like, I'm just like, I'm a huge football fan, and I find it fascinating that like you really like have like a real high level like football run. You know what I'm saying? Before the rap shit like took off. So yeah, I just think it's fast. But obviously a part of your story. So I know it doesn't have anything to do with what's going on right now, but that's fair. I was gonna ask you like when it comes to, I remember when you signed with Gotti. I remember the viral moment where there was just all this cash, and at that time I feel like there was like a bidding war going on for ESTG at that moment. One, what made you rock with Gotti, and what is something over the last 2 or 3 years that you have learned?
EST then revealed to him that he would like to talk about his album instead. Kev then moved to the subject of the rapper signing with Yo Gotti, which was over the rapper's head regarding him doing an interview. He was soon tired of it, and after this statement, stood up from the set. Such interviews make people remember that rappers, like everyone else, are people. They suffer stress, rage, and the need to justify their creativity, ethical principles, and private lives. All these are moments of hip-hop that actually speaks the truth, which is what hip-hop is all about. Not about the media exploitation or the misrepresentation that some would like the world to believe. Regardless of the side that contain truth or not, one can safely assume these screams were written based on raw power and feeling.